And here we go at Mile High. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's got it on the bootleg. That's taken in by Henry. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one complete to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Henderson here from the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots take a 6-0 lead right away.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. It was 29, by the way, and he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
Nix with it on first. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've set it down from 37. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Nix off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and it's going to be 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Second down, give to Harvey. He's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
All right, here comes Jeremy Crawshaw for the punt. It's 4th down. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Henderson on 1st and 10. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. It's May from the end zone. Throwing the out route complete. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set now. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. May now from the gun. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
1st down, May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
May now on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That one intended for Demario Douglas, and that makes it fourth down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst, but that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They've got a man in motion. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now a toss. This is Harvey. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
On the draw, he gives to Harvey. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game, and sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing here, Nix. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll throw again. Nix. Drops it down. Harvey. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Nix to throw again. Completed to his running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. But it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Harvey does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Third and goal, here's Nix. Dump off caught by his back. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
For the Broncos field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going play action, May. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
May now, 3rd and 2. Caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
May on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. From the gun, it's May. He finds his running back, Henderson. We got the football block, but not the first. That's not just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Corey Gallis connects. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a first down. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Made a throw it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
3rd and goal, they need 3 yards here. To throw, here's May. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, he is not quite to the marker there. Just 2 yards on that play, Brock. And now one interesting decision coming up on 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to throw for it with May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots now lead by 10. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11.
Broncos 3.
Corey Gallerson to send it away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here comes the Bronco offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First and 10 from the 32. Giving this to Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and keeps that defense honest.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds his back, Harvey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More for Mile High in just a moment. So first down from the 41. Nix from the gun. He takes this forward a little into about the 39. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because a 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. To the air on first down, May. Henry on the catch. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They gain 11 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
It's Henderson on the give. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to the line. Second down. May now from the gun. He'll drop this to Henderson underneath. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. We try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on third down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. Borregales connects. And just before halftime, Bronk, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Broncos, and running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Looking inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Next to throw again. Setting up the running back screen. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give now to Henderson. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. Throwing is May. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Nix finds him over the middle. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Play action with Nix. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. They give up the middle to Harvey. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one finds his man, Ingram. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Nix with it on 1st. This is Sutton working the right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going for it himself. And that's a gain of 5, enough to put him in a spot where they might actually consider going for this now.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. Going for it with Harvey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kay. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Number 14. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 35-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Nix looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got the flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To throw, here's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Third down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That earlier miss may be factoring into this call. They're going for it here. Trying to push this past the marker. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10, it's Harvey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Nix. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Harvey is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos make it 17 all.
17.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. First call here coming from the shotgun. May off the play fake. It's complete. Kyle Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a New England first down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection, to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
First down throw for May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Alex Singleton. And the Broncos bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds his man over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's a tie ball game through 3. We're going to see which side separates in the 4th. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Nix trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop you at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Harvey on the carry. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Nix from the gun. Left side now caught by Sutton. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
From the red zone on 1st. Gets it to his fullback. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Once more, it's Nix. And they take this in for the score. The Broncos take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown.
Hey, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 17.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded by Henderson. Shoots away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots running their offense out there. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward. I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
May now on 3rd down. That's completed right side. And the Broncos corral it. And they're going to take over at midfield thanks to that fumble.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Broncos, the running back R.J. Harvey, they're ready for their next drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
May on 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Lions in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's made of the air. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Trying to sneak man. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Henderson here from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. May now from the gun. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. To throw, here's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Back to throw it. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Fullback trying to power it across. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. And send their tight end right. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Patriots down by 7. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Henderson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Patriots cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots tie this game up. tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. Harvey now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Back to throw. Drops it down, Harvey. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. Doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. Got for big yards on the right side. Gets it to the 15. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Patriots 24.
Set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The New England offense running out now. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Setting up to pass. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Excellent protection so far. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So it's a win for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.